So I found an article recently that claims that there's irrefutable proof of the existence of God using biology. So let's check out their claim.
Many believe that science and religion can't coexist, but when you truly examine all aspects of science, there is irrefutable evidence of God's existence everywhere.
One sentence in and this article's already full of shit. If there was irrefutable evidence of God's existence, it'd already be accepted as scientific fact. It'd be front page news every day. The fact it isn't goes to show that you're fucking wrong, man. You can lie to your friends, but you can't lie to me, bud.
From the very universe above our head to the miracle of life, his fingerprint is prominent in every single thing. And there is even proof in the very genetic code of our bodies. Atlanta pastor Louis Giglio was among the first to uncover this miracle that you truly have to see to believe.
Oh, so I'm supposed to believe that this amazing proof was missed by all the doctors and biologists of the world? But some pastor in Atlanta knows what the fuck he's talking about? I'll suspend my disbelief long enough for you to present your so-called evidence. So let's see and believe, shall we?
Laminin. This miracle found in our genetic makeup at first is very unassuming. It's a simple protein molecule, and it's one amongst tens of thousands in our body. When cells organize into certain molecular structures, it determines what proteins they are. Each protein serves a different purpose. However, laminin, in particular, has an extremely vital role in our bodies. So vital that without it, we could literally cease to exist.
Well, so far you're not too far off base, but most of the extracellular matrix is mandatory for our bodies to function, so laminin isn't really special or divine in any sense. But please, go on.
What is it exactly that makes laminin so special? It is a cell adhesion molecule that is organized into a specific structure, and it dictates what job the cell performs in the body. In other words, it literally holds all the cell membranes in your body together. It is the glue of the human body. But there is something else special about laminin, and you will have to see it to believe it.
Oh shit, son, we gotta see it to believe it. Not sure why they're giving us this clickbaity shit when I'm already in the middle of the article.
Behold, laminin. Remind you of anything? The glue of the body has a perfect resemblance to the symbol of our very own divine creator, the cross of our Savior. If this scientific diagram doesn't convince you, wait till you see what's next.
No, I'm not convinced. This is hardly convincing evidence. I don't remember Jesus being nailed to a cross with a double helix and big purple balls on it. It's in a basic cross shape here in the diagram, but let's take a look at the actual cells.
God's glue. This is an actual electron microscopic image of an actual laminin protein molecule. How great is our God? God does nothing by coincidence. The very glue that holds our bodies together is in the shape of a cross.
Well, would you look at that? Seems like your so-called cross is somewhere between a crucifix and a swastika. Didn't know God was such a Nazi sympathizer. Now let's take a look at a wider view, and we can see that they've cherry-picked the most crucifix-looking ones out of the bunch. So either there's no correlation, or God has the shape-drawing skills of a toddler.
The preeminence of Christ. God even uses his word to guide us to this miracle of science. In the letter Paul wrote to the Colossians, he declared, "He is in the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. For him all things were created, in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible. Whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things were created through him and for him. And he is before all things, and in him all things hold together."
Wait, what? That's it? That's your irrefutable body of evidence? A coincidental shape that mildly resembles another shape if you squint hard enough? A Bible verse in which your alleged God is incredibly vague and makes no mention whatsoever of cell biology? Give me a break, you intellectually dishonest fucking charlatans.